Jefferson Steelflex.
And I'm Marcus Polo.
And we interrupt this program to bring you breaking news that Yellowstone National Park is engulfed in a wildfire.
We send you over to Craig's List with more information. We have just received word that Craig's List is no longer with us due to the forest fire. Our thoughts and prayers go to the Slist family. We apologize for the inconvenience, and we bring you back to your episode. Welcome to today's special episode of JM in the AM. I am your host, Marcus Polo.
And I'm Jefferson Steelflex.
Today's episode, we will talk about forest fires. We will begin our episode by sending it out to Alvin Yakatore with Republican and Democratic views on forest fires.
I'm Alvin Yakatore, and I'm here with Republican Representative McLovin. McLovin, what is your perspective on forest fires?
It's a great question, Alvin. On behalf of the Republican Party, we believe that we should just let nature run its course in forest fires. As long as it's not affecting any developed areas or neighborhoods, we think it's fine.
I'm Alvin Yakatore, and I'm here with another interview. This time with Democratic Representative Vince Carter. Vince Carter, what is your perspective on the forest fires?
I believe forest fires need to be put out immediately. They are dangerous for the society and harmful for the environment. We need to put government funding into taking down these forest fires as soon as possible.
As members of EARSL, we believe that forest fires are not being researched enough. We believe that forest fires should be researched more through the use of UAVs, drones, helicopters, and planes to try to stop and prevent forest fires from occurring.
Now back to you guys.
Thank you, Alvin. What do you think about that topic?
I think it's crazy how Democrats and Republicans can have such different opinions on the same topic.
That's very true. It's crazy just to think about that. We now send it back to Alvin, who is now with an extreme environmentalist who has a strong opinion about this.
Alvin here with environmentalist Collard Greens. Collard Greens, how do forest fires impact us politically?
Well, as an environmentalist, I believe that the government is not doing enough to prevent these forest fires. In the long term, forest fires kill biodiversity in the nation. Also, it increases the rate of global warming. That is why our government needs to take a more rapid approach in figuring out this issue.
Now back to you guys.
Thank you, Alvin. Environmentalists these days, am I right?
Tell me about it, Marcus.
We now send it out once again to Alvin, who is with historian Alan Smith.
Alvin here with historian Alan Smith. Alan, let's hear what you have to say about forest fires.
Well, forest fires date back to the early 19th century with the first recording in 1804 by Sir William Clark. In the 1940s, Smokey the Bear posters were made informing the public that wildfires were usually caused by human interactions, even though at the time most wildfires were caused by natural events such as lightning and lava.
Now back to you guys.
Thank you once again, Alvin. He is such a hard-working member of our team.
He really is. He really works hard for us, and we appreciate it.
He's just so special. I don't know what we would do without him. We now send it out again to analyst Alvin Yakamore with localist Peter Box.
Alvin here with localist Peter Box. Peter, what are some economic impacts of forest fires?
It costs a lot of money to put people on the job to stop forest fires and to get the supplies needed to put them out. Also, people will lose their jobs, their homes, and their land. One final effect is deforestation.
Alvin here with Michael Scott. Michael, what are the political impacts of forest fires?
Forest fires cause global warming and destroy the biodiversity of the environment, and the smoke pollution causes health risks to nearby citizens. And people can get jail time for intentionally burning their fields in order to plant crops.
Now back to you guys.
We send it out one final time to analyst Alvin Yakatore with scientist Kyle Trick.
Alvin here with Professor Kyle Trick from Stanford University to talk about the cost-benefit analysis.
Well, Alvin, after hours of debate and research done at Stanford University, the professors and I have all come to an agreement that the costs of ultimately preventing forest fires as a whole will extremely outweigh the costs of constantly repairing and restoring forests if if we continue to let forest fires occur.
Now back to you guys.
Thank you, Kyle Trey. What an intelligent, handsome young man he is right there. Stanford has done very well with that professor, don't you agree?
I suppose, if you think that.
Oh, I do think that, very much. Well, that concludes today's episode of JM in the AM. Thank you. I am your host, Marcus Polo.
And I'm your co-host, Jefferson Steelflex.
Until the next natural disaster, we say, peace.